Um, my name is Eric, and I'm presenting on behalf of group number 3 on the two therapies, which is narrative and solution focused therapy. So I'm going to start with the narrative therapy. So the narrative therapy uh, is a is a therapy which was being developed in 1980s by Mike White and David Epson. So this therapy is an approach that views an individual as the authors of their own stories. So this is trying to mean that it helps or it empowers clients and facilitates personal change. So this therapy, which is narrative therapy, has different principles. So it has 5 principles, which are social construction, externalization, the authoring, thinking, and collaboration. So the first principle is all about social construction. So this social construction is grounded in the belief that that reality is constructed through social interaction and language. The third principle is about externalization, which involves separating the person from their problems. So this fosters a sense of urgency and opens up the opportunities or possibilities for change. The third principle is reauthoring. So reauthoring encourages clients to rewrite their narratives by identifying and applying their strengths, values, and skills. So this helps the clients envision their future and create new meanings from their experiences and take the control of their own lives. The fourth principle is about thickening the plot. So thickening the plot involves exploring neglected or marginalized aspects of client's story. So this helps the client to gain a broader understanding of their own identities, which can facilitate their healing and growth. The fifth principle is about collaboration. So collaboration emphasizes relations between the therapist and the clients. So in this scenario, the client acts as a facilitator, guiding the clients to explore their narratives while varying their insights and experiences. So the narrative therapy also has different techniques which it uses. So it uses 4 techniques in as far as Michael and White, Michael and Dave are concerned. So the first technique is about questioning. So this therapy uses open-ended questions, and this is to encourage a client reflect on their narratives. So this is made to do not give the clients tough time. So it gives the chance for the clients to have the time to narrate their stories. Outsider witness. So the outsider witness is an individual who listens to a client's story. So this reinforces the client's narrative, and it also encourages the clients to review and feel comfortable. Documentation. So this is the issues of certificates, so that the therapy can capture the client's progress. Bretters and refractives. So these are used to encourage or to reflect on the client's progress. So how does this therapy applied in social work? So it can be applied in social work in different aspects, which are individuals, which is also known as individual therapy, family therapy, community therapy, and it can also be used in crisis intervention. So in individual therapy, this narrative therapy is used uh, to clients facing various challenges such as trauma, mental illness. So the role of the social worker in this individual therapy is facilitating the healing process. So family therapy. So this narrative therapy is used in as far as family is concerned to address relational dynamics and communication patterns. So it encourages members of the family to share stories. So the duty of social workers in this family therapy is to foster understanding and empathy within the family unit. Community work. So narrative therapy can be used in a community work by articulating the shared experience and collective identities. So it empowers the community to advocate for social change and address systematic issues which these communities faces. So this therapy can also be used in a crisis intervention. So the social workers, when they are trying to use this narrative therapy, it is under the reason of promoting hope and agency for the victims. So this therapy can be used in crisis intervention, whereby social workers are there to provide hope and agency to the victims. So we have benefits of this therapy, which are empowerment, cultural sensitivity, focus on solution, strength-based approach. So on empowerment, it says that it highlights strength and fosters a sense of agency and control of the client's lives. Another benefit is about cultural sensitivity. So this is all about respect of cultural diversity and understand that people's stories are influenced by their own cultures. Focus on a solution. So this therapy gives the benefits whereby just only assists on shifting the focus from problem to possibilities. So this therapy is all about to make sure that a person is more than a problem. So it also acts as a strength-based approach. So it just focuses on clients' capabilities rather than their deficits or their problems. So solution therapy. So I don't know, before I continue to solution therapy, if there are questions on the narrative therapy. Questions, clarifications? Yes. You made a comment, you said that the person is more than the problem. Yeah, indeed, the person is more than the problem because in there are high chances whereby the problem finds the person, which means the person has more capabilities of going through every problem. no matter how big the problem is, the person can go after it. In as far as narrative therapy is concerned, we can see that the person can present the problem to the service provider, whereby a service provider can use different techniques in order to ensure that that particular person understands that he is big than their problems. I can also ask you a question. Have you ever encountered any problems in your life? Yes, I believe that you have already tried to solve the problems, isn't it? What helps you to solve the problem? Yes, what helped you to solve that particular problem which you encountered? Y- Yes, which means you are bigger than the problem. For you to have that capacity of coming up with the solutions to your problem, it means that you are bigger than that problem. I don't know if I have answered your question. No, 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 no. You need to understand.
Because what you have explained is how you did to put the comment together. I don't think I can say anything unless I engage you because you say that a person is smaller than the problem.
A person is bigger or is more than the problem, not smaller. Nah. So another question.
Say you need to concentrate on this one for a reason. Reason that already given you. So if you don't understand, it's better you should ask your friends to share with you. Don't pretend that you have understood what's not.
So I'm moving to solution focused therapy. So the solution focused therapy and narrative therapy, they work hand in hand, just because they all deals with empowering the clients to narrate their stories. So they have more similarities than the differences. So the main similarity is that these two therapies, they all encourages or they all empower the clients. That's the first one. They all also talks about that a person has the capability or the capacity to change their own stories or to change their own problems. So they all focuses on the change of the person by encouraging the person that he or she should focus on their strength without focusing on their weaknesses. So the solution focused therapy is the therapy which was being also identified in 1980s, and it was also written by White and Epson in the year of 1990, and it also has the same benefits as the narrative therapy is concerned. So all in all, solution therapy and narrative therapy, they work hand in hand. They have no differences. Thank you very much. Questions?
Okay. If you think that the narrative approach and solution focused approach there's no differences. So are you trying to say that the person who making those therapies is crazy? Didn't nobody who's things are different? Because we are different, we're different things.
Yeah, I think
So that's his way to do it.
No, he wants to ask a question. Yes. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you are reflecting on your question, let me get the question from first.
I've asked you a question. I'm saying, you're telling us whether there's a difference between narrative approach and focus social approach. So are you trying to tell us that the person knows the person those things and I can look at narrative approach and social focus approach? That person crazy because if it was one thing, would have been both of them would have been, for example, narrative approach should then have been differentiation. So if there is no any difference, how are we those things being produced?
Um, I think there is no difference just because when we people are doing different researches, they might come up with the same results, but present them in different ways, isn't it? I can give you an example. Someone who identified the car. In other books, in other authors, you can find the car as what? A vehicle. In another book, you find that the car is also called a car also, isn't it? A car, a vehicle. They are the same things written by different authors. So on my analysis of these two approaches, that's why I came with the main similarities, whereby if you read with a great insight of the solution focused therapy and the narrative therapy, they are all talking about encouraging the what? Encouraging the clients to share their narratives, okay? And it all focuses on encouraging the clients to think that he or she has the capacity or the capabilities to solve the problems which he can encounter. And it also focuses on strength rather than focusing on what? On the weakness part of a person. So all in all, if you can read the elements and you can read the benefits of the elements of a solution focused therapy and the benefits of the narrative therapy, you're going to find that they are all the same, only that they have just differentiate in the articulation of the words. But all in all, if you try to summarize them all, it's all about encouraging the clients to focus on strength and not focusing on the weaknesses.
But I feel it's just one part. Okay, you have read everything.
Yeah.
I feel like what you discuss just the other part. But if you look deeper, you see that their focus is like the same. Because you're only telling us about one part which they are focusing. But they also many parts which are both of them are focusing, but then they're different.
Okay, can you give an examples of the differences?
Because in the solution focus, it's focusing more on the results, it's focusing more on the solution. Whilst the narrative approach, it's focusing more on the problem. Because
Okay.
why am I telling you that narrative approach is focusing more on the problem? Because a narrative approach, it's more like a client is explaining their stories, their problems, and stuff. You see? But I feel like on solution focused approach, they don't focus more much on the problem, they are focusing much on the solution, which is something different.
So when you are trying to articulate the problems, when you are trying to analyze the problem, what is the goal behind that?
Of course, we're going there.
No. What is the main point of trying to the results, isn't it? So you're trying to analyze the story in order to reach on the solution. So let me explain.
You're supposed to understand what's on the paper.
Yeah, let me explain it. I'm not explaining what's on my head. It's what I have read on and what I have understood from it. So if you are narrating a problem, okay, your focus in analyzing the problem, the main focus is for you to find solutions in order to solve that problem, isn't it? So which means if you are using both of these therapies, the solution and the narrative therapy, you're going only to focus on the strength of the person, isn't it? Because if you focus on the weakness of the problem, it means that you're not going to find the results which you need. Because as social workers, our duty is all about to give the results and provide possible solution to the what, to the clients, by focusing on their what, on their by focusing on their strength. Remember, there are principle of social work. One of the principle of social work is being what, non-judgmental, isn't it? So by being non-judgmental, it means that you focus on what? On the strength of a person.
Right. In such a way, we have different approaches. We have different therapies which we use, and all of those approaches and all of those therapies, their main goal is to find the result in maybe, right? But now, right now, we're looking at different perspectives and approaches. Both of them, the only way we were telling me about motivation can be very focused and so that is not good, it's more today because that's what they're telling us. Yes, we know what is Jesus, we know, but even if we know what is Jesus, but they are many go in the young, but right now, just trying to focus on that. But if you are approached by your community, what's the main focus? Despite could be their similarities.
Mhm. So what's the problem
The
there?
problem is you're telling us that there's no difference. There's no difference.
Yeah, on my own understanding.
There is no difference between those two.
Yeah, on my own understanding and the group understanding.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. If probably I can ask you, don't go. If I were to ask you to compare and contrast between those two, how would you explain?
Um, if I'm to compare,
Sure. How much does it compare and contrast? Can the women compare? We are comparing narrative, this is what? Solution focused therapy or practice or approach. Afuna similarity. Take one example, just similarities. Or maybe two of the similarities. Ndikufusa hapo kwa dunia size. Sima similarities. Meda bega sans much sans of teaching. I'm coming to what he has brought to you to say that he doesn't see what the difference. Eric, atali zanzao, you this one, which means they are similar. What could be the similarities? Only two, just give me two.
the when it comes to the benefits, okay, these both therapies, they all focus on empowering the what, the client.
That's true. Empowerment.
Uh-huh.
Empowerment.
In
This
empowerment,
empowerment comes when both of these two, they empower client or clients. When is this empowerment coming? Yes.
When the services are attended,
Services, just to say the client. When the client is explaining, is narrating their story. Okay. Fine. That is empowerment. The second one, I'll bring mine. They are personal centered work. Is it true or not? Now, if we are to compare, they are not the same. They are different. They are not the same. They are the same. They are not they are not the same. Of course, they are not the same. In a narrative, in a social focus, definitely, they are not the same.
So can someone give the differences?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Solution focused approach focuses more on the solutions, while the narrative approach focuses more on the story at hand, which is the problem. Okay, I'll give you another one. Narrative approach. Yeah.
All these things are here. This look don't
Go on.
Sir, in most of the focus on the client, our car will focus on when a movement figure solution for that, which negative.
Can't take them much time. Come. This is my young brother. Ukali mosi. Neno wambapo zizingiro za chama. Nani tunakusuta kwa hiyo. The exit mimi na kaya kabisa hapa. Ndio ndio ya. Sio ndio kwa hiyo. Now, kama nani social service providers. Agora eu vou fazer a história. O Yuyu Chulanga was a Mutubanda wa hiyo, akabeba chimeli china kabisa. Definitely. Ashipata, they want to find out the root cause of the problem. Ojefe. Niglisha. Azamba kufuto. Neno kufuto kwa sababu kuliwa. Mwina nyumbao, unaisungulu ndio yeye. Mwina. Amena nakonda. Anaona kuti ndikuthandiza kwambiri focus yangu kwambiri ilikuwa muone wake yeye ndio kama na ignore according to him mauti hiyo ndine tikale basi photocopy he decides to start smoke alima class zake peer groups and so on and so forth kupanga chocho chibana hicho anza kutu na face watu kwa mpanga somo. We ended up taking what? Tuli ngozi wala mafuta zina zote. Umeshinda muda ni gani? According to him. Kama sindi kumuona. Chikondi kwambiri chikupita kumuona wale wa yeye. Ndeno solution imenda sanga yeye. Ndio solution. Now, Pamela Kuma clinician is explaining his problem. He's related because the community went to car. They know him. Wachamba. Mungu dusa buhangu nenda wafoya. Mbili yake hata. You get me what I'm saying? Mbili yake. Ne mbili haiko zamani. During the time when he's explaining to this, he wants help. He's explaining to a clinician. Umaganiza shonto. He wouldn't know who is wachamba. Because the general clinician is not to blame. He's not there to judge him. I will say what Amchosa is trying to rewrite his story. One immortalities and living. Sindi wajamba. Ama ndio wajamba sindi wajamba. Uzo kwenye panafuta bila hapo. Kuti wewe unaweza kuti brother kwa sababu. What you are supposed to do? Ukataka kukamera nani? Sio kwa mimi amu. Why the focus was going on kwa yeye simply because we don't wanted much support. Ama ya tumina na mwenye katika kumwika mlai mwana ucho. Umahuyu sana zindike chibeni brother wake. Ineo chibeni magari. Pamwana ucho. Kapenda pa hiyo wonsa. Umasuti kapenda chikondi kwenye mangonda kwa mimi. Well, that's how he felt. So, kimchose magari. Chipenda ndio ikala uyu social. Amtangizie kutu huyu mbili yake imwelezo ailembeso ilembedwaso njirani akasia kusudanya personal center amene angatenge udindo wose woti chamba asamasude ndani ndiye nunabebe if it's not to stop usuda chamba kucho he's going to rewrite his story and that's empowerment. He was demoralized simply because of the story or the name which was given in the community. He fought to erase that name which he was given. Your narrative. Tikafika solution focus. They are not going to look at him as a problem. There's a problem. What is the problem?
Smoking.
Smoking. So, how are we going to deal with smoking? Then we have a solution. Your focus is going to look at the root cause. Chuma kuti akambe kusuta. Chilipo chimene chinampangisa ganda kusuta. Chinampangisa chiyani? Yeah. So which means even I can be engaged. I'll be summoned to his office or to her office. You can watch it and any one. Want to focus on that one. Vuto si yeye. Vuto limene linawera ndi ili. It was created. Please try in as much as you can. But at least you should balance. Kuti yeye aone, titandize yeye muna. Aone kuti makonde na muna uone. So kuchifua yeye hapo. You need to balance. The moment akaona kuti mwina mukonde yeye kwambi, hivi ndiko jambo kusalida koso. Kumafuka munza aso Yesu kuti vuto lina kuti chimuna kusabu. Kama kuona, kana kusabu kwa au kama kusabu. I don't know if you're getting me.
Say, I'm not going to use
Are you paper in agenda? You have this paper. Before you ask me your question, digest this. Digest that. Whether you're going to read it or I'll be paper winner. I will give it. No. Oh.
Next one, Isabel, chill. Your group was waiting for you.
Your group is supposed to come here. That don't go. Whatever you have written, come, explain to your friends. Whatever you have something, come explain. Your group, your friends, who are your friends? Hey, it's your turn, your group. Don't waste our time, come. Whatever little you have, come explain to us. I don't know narrative in my system.
Look, Isabel,
And whilst you are you are preparing for whatever you want to share with us, let me explain this to you on narrative. Narrative approach, narrative therapy, narrative whatever name is being given to it, is a collaborative, non-pathologizing pathology is like treatment. Pathology is nothing like treatment. But it's collaborative. Collab, you know collab. Panimbo collab, what does that mean? If everything is collaborative, what does that mean? So in this case, in narrative therapy, what are we doing today? It's collaborative. But much of the way, the work which is supposed to be executed by the service provider is just guidance, giving guidance, leading the conversation of the life. Because it's about talking. This is talking therapy. Talking. Much of the work is being done by or through talking. So the big sharing. Service provider will lead the course or the process by posing questions. Or probing. Sometimes you'll be probing. In probing, it means you want to hear, you want to dig more. And the questions or question type will be open-ended. Open-ended. In open-ended questions, it means you are giving somebody time to explain more. So it's collaborative approach to psychotherapy that focuses on empowering. Main focus on narrative is empower who? To empower client or patient. Empowering individuals. Sometimes the problem has gone to a family is also to empower. But because types of this therapy, narrative therapy, has got several types. One, individual narrative therapy, which is a collaboration between that's collaboration between service user and service provider. That's individual. If is the second type is a family that is to say is between who and who.
Family members in those.
Sometimes there's a problem which has hit the entire family. Vuto na kwera banja lose. Niba kufuta chitanizo. So the collaboration will be between the service provider and who? The family. So either individuals or groups. The main idea in that empowerment is for them to rewrite. Some books say to re-author their lives by challenging dominant narratives and replaying their stories. When they are narrating a story, they are trying to reclaim. To rewrite their CV. Remember also CV. A good example of personality. But you know, so in narrative, you try in as much as he can through the assistance of the service provider by rewriting his story. Amazon Wajana. Umomona is Umo zina mna kuzopasa zina lina wani. Mafan. The problem, another one, simply because when sometimes that's na kasika na kanya mata prostitution. Mbona zina akafufute zina lao. Udamba gani? Akafufute kwa sababu yana ni babanga adalisiana inaliza ka 3. Ndio kuona mafuta mai yanga was struggling to get something to earn a living or for a living. Mamlaka basi na mdaza umingo roe at the age of 15. This time around, when people are trying to help her, she is maybe 17 or 18. Already zina like that. All those names. So I'm going to social worker to seek for assistance of therapy. Narrative. Saka kusita mwaka matatu ni awao kutubusie mkabiliana. That's behavior change. Remember, we're talking about behavior change. It's talk therapy. Kusita hapo. Achieve yeye mtima wake. She's not going to be forced. How can you force her? Well, she's getting something from whatever she's doing. Apesa ndala. Ndio Mungu anasema. Ndala na mwingine mmoja ukisia hapo kwa sana kunvele kuma achieve. If you remember those stages of change. Now we continue We're continuing looking at these therapies, talk therapies. Much of the work is to be done by himself or herself. Empower through rewriting of her name. So that's about that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You can come share with us. In this case, we will.
Lisa Virginia, representing Group 2. A lot has been said by other group readers. I'll just say on the differences and the similarities of narrative approach and solution therapy approach. To start with the differences, narrative therapy emphasizes on the importance of the stories individuals tell about their lives before coming up with solutions, while solution-focused therapy emphasizes on finding out solutions rather than dwelling much into the problems, like into the stories of the clients. The other difference is narrative therapy employs various techniques during the helping process to assist the clients, while solution-focused therapy uses miracle, expectation, coping, scaling, time, and action to guide the therapeutic process. On the similarities, both narrative therapy and solution-focused therapy approach focuses on solutions. Social workers can help clients to identify solutions and pathways for change in both approaches. And the last one, both approaches encourage collaboration between social workers and the clients. That's all we had.
Before she leaves, start posting some questions.
Thank you.
Did you use this thing? No. Realize. Fine. So, to add on to what she has shared with you, solution focused approach or therapy. Solution focused. The focus is on the solution, not on the what? The problem. Thank you very much. She's my assistant. So I'm saying to add on to what our sister has just presented to us. When you are looking at solution-focused therapy or approach, its main aim, first of all, is goal-oriented. Goal-oriented. What does that mean? It's goal-oriented. There is a goal which is supposed to be achieved. What is the goal in this kind of therapy? To come up with a solution to deal with. Now is solution oriented. Apart from that one, again, is person-centered approach. It focuses much. Much of the decisions are supposed to be given by clients themselves. It is also evidence-based approach that emphasizes much on identifying and building solutions. You want to build up solutions rather than dwelling much on problems. Don't waste your time to dwell much on problems. case imene tinapereka ukoko. If we are using solution focused, from the example which I gave to you whilst he was here, can somebody explain in relation to what our dear brother, we cited an example from him, from his situation. Who can explain? There was a problem. What was the problem? Smoking. Now, if we are to use solution focused, how can somebody explain to us? Can somebody explain to us?
Yeah, on the issue of smoking cannabis sativa.
Or maybe beer drinking, whatever.
I know beer drinking.
Or beer drinking, okay, fine.
So when we're trying to use the solution focused approach.
Come. Maziyamba no kati.
That this another item. So when you are trying to solve the problems of smoking, in as far as solution therapy is concerned, you focus on the root cause of the problem. What has made that particular person to start that particular behavior? So everything which you do, you always focus on that root cause and try to come up with a different solution. Since the solution therapy encourages that the more solutions solutions should be given by the client, you might give the chance the client to give some alternatives on what he thinks can reduce that particular behavior. So you understand the root cause of the problem and coming up with the possible solution, which much emphasized by the client, since the person is the one who knows the problem better than the service user. Thank you.
Okay. She also did mention about techniques or methods which can be used when you are trying to deal with this approach. The techniques or the methods which are supposed to be used are being abbreviated as MECSTAT, make start. She did mention about that. Do you remember you mentioned about that? Can you explain? What did you get on these ones? She's going to explain that one. Next start.
Okay,
Stands for what?
miracle.
Only miracle, what does that mean? You see, it's a technique. So which technique is this one?
They just hope, the social workers just hope that maybe that's work when giving this solution
This
to them.
one has been written there or just
I'm just thinking.
and then
The miracle question,
also have the
I have it.
you have.
Yep.
Can you explain from what? Later on, from your understanding, from the
From the
author's understanding, and then from your perspective as well.
okay.
I would love you to explain.
According to the author, the miracle question invites clients to envision their ideal future clarifying their goals and aspirations.
When we have question, this is strategy. Let's say this is technique. Technique of doing what? Technique of doing what? They use technique. Technique. What does it mean, technique?
Method.
Approach. Procedures. You see? This is which people know you're going to use. But what is the main idea of bringing this? What is the main idea of bringing this one? Of using this to solve problems, right? Now, miracle. That's M, miracle. Miracle questions. What are the main idea of posing these types of questions?
Clarifying their goals and aspirations.
For example, you may ask a person with a problem, what would your life be like if your problems disappear? Do you hear me well?
Yeah.
From this question, which is, move for something. What would your life be like if your problems disappear? Problems should disappear. Well, what are they trying to say? What do you want to get from the client? You're trying to give it all back. You can say,
Sorry for interruption.
So you know pamene miracle ikubwera chozizwa ini chichewe chozizwa chibwera bwanji chozizwa cho sichinabwere koma chozizwa chibwera bwanji pomuunikira munthu pompasa funso itakhala kuti iweyo wasiya kusuta chamba wasiya mayendedwe yako wamukuyenda pakati panopa kodi sukuona kuti vuto limene uli naloli lichakuta munthu yakuunikiridwa siyoncho a miracle can happen. That's why they are saying a miracle question. What would your life be like? It's not like it's like that. There's a problem which has been created because of maybe smoking or any kind of behavior which you are involved in. What if you stopped this? You changed this? Can this problem go away from you? Yes, it can go away if you stop doing whatever you're doing. That's why they decided to call it miracle. From that one, there is the E. E on that paper. How have they explained it? Expectation. What are your exception?
Exception.
Madam, exceptions. Exception. E-X-C. Exceptions. Exceptions or finding. What is different about times when problems are not present? When the problem is not present, That which means the person is normal. Pamene uli bwino, you can differentiate between these two experiences. The experience you are in right now, or you're experiencing right now when you have a problem, and the experience which you used to be or you used to experience when this problem was not present. You need to experience these two situations. A situation whereby you have a problem, you are in a problem, or a problem is with you, and that one before you had a problem. Kumpeleka mbali zose zose. The decision, chosecho mukumunikira. The choice will be decided by himself. Ntayimene muna alibe futo. Ndimemuli nalo pakali pano. Mapanga experience banji. Nipano kupa mene inuyo muli ndi futo. Mukupanga experience banji. Chosecho mukumpoka muntu yo kumpasa malingaliro oti asiye futo. Siyo amina asiye kalidwe limena kulika kanini. I hope you're getting me what I'm saying. The C1. Yes, remember, we are looking at techniques which are going to be used in dealing with a problem. Mundu yu mamuko kaba. Achiti mwendo wina oluku mwendo wina ulu. Uku ali mavuto. Experience mene abu is going through amena ali vuto. Uku experience mene uncle ada ali nayo before vuto. Nde mumpeleke mbali zose zose ziwili. Azaona pamene ndi vuto. Ndikuvutika kwambiri. Now sir, mwina kumapeto kwa fuso mimi nakoza kumfusa. Now you are the one to decide how to look at it. Kuli bwino mwina nyongobwe ndisiye izizi. Ndikande experience mene ninkachitira kale. Technique yothandizira tana ndi vuto loipa. Then let us come to, we are on what? C. C is what? It's about what? Coping. C is about coping. What are you trying to cope? Hapo alimbapo kutichana. Mwamazimena nena. S. Scaling. You need to scale, to weigh. Scaling is weighing it. Weighing. What are you trying to weigh? You are putting on a scale two situations. The previous situation and the present situation. You are weighing them. The experience, you are weighing them. How would you let your progress? So I will not finish looking at them. I have given you. So you need to know all those things. You need to know all those things. I want you to look at the last one, which is on the paper there. The last one is what? Task. Task centered. Tapoza nikaya hapo. Pause.